The race for glory is heating up, and we have the biggest updates from Old Trafford right now. Manchester United defender Leny Yoro is opening up about his massive transition to English football, revealing exactly how Mason Mount, Kobbie Mainoo, Diallo, and Hannibal Mejbri stepped up to help him find his feet. It is a revealing look at the brotherhood behind the scenes at United, as this young star continues to develop his game under high-pressure conditions.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Could the next era at Manchester United already be in the dugout? Respected journalist David Ornstein has dropped a major update, confirming that Carrick is now the clear favorite to land the permanent manager job at Old Trafford. With the club deep in the process of evaluating candidates, all eyes are on whether Carrick can secure that vital Champions League spot to seal his future. The midfield rebuild is officially underway as Manchester United scouts look ahead to a busy summer window. Insider Ben Jacobs has revealed that the club held serious discussions back in January regarding Tyler Adams, a player who has openly dreamed of gracing the pitch at Old Trafford. Plus, we are tracking the rising stock of Bournemouth standout Alex Scott, who is drawing eyes from top clubs after his recent heroics. The global transfer market is moving fast, and the latest reports have some massive names on the move. Bayern Munich is eyeing a potential swoop for Archie Gray if Tottenham face relegation, while Arsenal is currently leading the intense pursuit for Newcastle United playmaker Anthony Gordon. Stick with us for every twist and turn in this transfer saga, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Moving to a club as massive as Manchester United at just 18 years old isn't just a career step, it's a total life overhaul. For Leny Yoro, the £52 million transition from Lille to Old Trafford could have easily been overwhelming, especially with giants like Real Madrid and Liverpool circling. But the young Frenchman didn't just survive the spotlight. He found a support system in the locker room that made all the difference. In a revealing chat with club media, Yoro opened up about the unsung heroes who helped him settle in. It turns out, Mason Mount played a massive role, taking the new arrival under his wing with plenty of guidance right from the jump. And he wasn't alone. Kobbie Mainoo, the breakout star of the youth academy, was right there by his side too. What's even more interesting is the cultural bridge that smoothed the transition. Teammates like Diallo and Hannibal Mejbri were able to speak French, offering that vital sense of familiarity in a brand new, fast-paced environment. It's a powerful reminder that while the price tags and tactical setups grab the headlines, the real magic happens in the chemistry between players behind closed doors. Whether it's under Ten Hag, Carrick, or Amorim, this camaraderie is the foundation Yoro is building his future on. If you enjoy getting the inside scoop on the Red Devils, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community for weekly updates. At the end of the day, a team is only as strong as its weakest connection, and it looks like Leny Yoro has found some very solid ground to stand on. Is the future of Manchester United hiding in plain sight? Just months ago, the Old Trafford hot seat felt like a cursed object, but now, Carrick has emerged as the clear frontrunner for the permanent job. David Ornstein has dropped the news we were all waiting for, confirming that while the board is doing their due diligence, Carrick is currently in pole position. Let's be honest, it's a massive turnaround. After the chaos of the Erik ten Hag era and the failed experiment with Ruben Amorim, United were desperate for stability. Carrick provided just that, with a blistering start that saw them dismantle Manchester City and Arsenal, shooting the club up to third place. Suddenly, the nightmare looked like a dream again. But hold your horses, this is Manchester United, and nothing is ever that simple. Recent form has dipped, with 2 losses in their last 4 games reminding everyone that this rebuild is still fragile. Sporting director Jason Wilcox has the weight of the world on his shoulders, tasked with making the biggest decision since the INEOS takeover. And the market? It's thinning out fast. With Tuchel locked in with England, Ancelotti looking toward Brazil, and Nagelsmann committed to Germany, the list of super managers is disappearing. Does that make Carrick the logical choice, or is he just the last man standing? If he can guide this squad to a top 4 finish, or better yet, hold onto that third-place spot, it's going to be impossible for the board to look anywhere else. He's already got the blessing of legends like Wayne Rooney, but now he needs to convince the statsmen in the boardroom. What do you think? Is Carrick the long-term answer, or is this just another temporary fix in a cycle that needs to break? Drop your take in the comments below, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the Old Trafford soap opera, and remember, at Manchester United, history is written in the next 90 minutes. See you in the next one. Forget everything you thought you knew about Manchester United's midfield targets. While the media has been obsessed with names like Anderson or Baleba, a bombshell report from journalist Ben Jacobs has completely shifted the narrative, pointing toward an old flame United quietly checked in on back in January. We are talking about none other than Tyler Adams. Now, here is the kicker. The discussions weren't for a panic buy mid-season. They were laying the groundwork for a summer swoop. It is a classic move from the INEOS playbooks, focusing on strategic long-term acquisition. But why Adams? Well, the guy has history with Old Trafford, and not in the way you might think. During a match against United earlier this year, Adams suffered a heartbreaking knee injury just minutes into the game. He later admitted on the Men in Blazers podcast that playing at Old Trafford was a literal dream, making that injury gutting in more ways than one. When you have a player who desperately wants the badge, it changes the locker room dynamic entirely. Yet, he is not the only Bournemouth star on the radar. The spotlight is also burning bright on Alex Scott, the 22-year-old sensation who just dismantled Arsenal at the Emirates. With a stat line featuring 13 defensive contributions and a clinical match-winning goal, it is easy to see why he is the hottest property in the league right now. Having already racked up over 75 top-flight appearances, Scott is battle-tested, not just a prospect. Jacobs suggests that if United can swing the finances, they might even be looking at a total midfield overhaul, potentially chasing multiple targets at once to give the squad that injection of energy it so desperately needs. It is an aggressive strategy, and quite frankly, it is exactly what the fans have been crying out for. What do you think, Red Devils? Would you rather have the grit of Tyler Adams or the rising star power of Alex Scott? Drop a comment below and let us know your take on this transfer saga. If you enjoyed this update, hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive United coverage, because the summer window is officially heating up. Think the transfer window is quiet? Think again. Even though the January chaos is firmly in our rearview mirror, the football world doesn't just hit the pause button. Behind the scenes, the rumor mill is churning harder than ever, and frankly, the stakes are getting higher by the day. We are talking about potential blockbuster moves that could reshape the landscape of European football this summer. Let's dive into the biggest stories starting to heat up. First, all eyes are on Tottenham's Archie Gray. The 20-year-old has been a bright spark in a tough season, but with Spurs dancing on the edge of relegation, the vultures are circling. Word is that Bayern Munich and Liverpool are waiting in the wings, ready to pounce if Tottenham drops to the championship. It's a ruthless reality of modern football. Talent doesn't wait for clubs to stabilize. Then there's the hunt for young defensive talent. Palmeiras starlet Luis Benedetti is officially the name on everyone's lips. At just 19, he's already caught the attention of Barcelona, Arsenal, and Napoli, with a modest €25 million price tag making him an incredibly attractive prospect. Even Camo is in the mix, proving that the scramble for the next big thing isn't just limited to the elite clubs. And finally, the big one. Arsenal currently holds the edge over Bayern Munich in the race for Newcastle's Anthony Gordon. It's a massive statement of intent from the Gunners, though you can bet Newcastle won't let their star leave for anything less than a king's ransom. The Magpies will demand a staggering fee, and quite frankly, that's exactly where things get interesting. Which of these moves do you think will actually happen, and who is your team chasing this summer? Drop a comment below to let us know your predictions. In the world of football, the next big headline is always just one phone call away.